Hello, operator. I am trying to locate Lucas Lorenzo Spencer. Could you check the number for me, please? Yes, yeah, Spencer. You sure that's the correct number? All right, thank you.
It's a little early to be calling your employees, isn't it?
Alan.
Why in the world would you want to get hold of Luke Spencer at the crack of dawn?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer to have you tell me why you're spying on me.
I'm not spying, sir. But I certainly am a little puzzled, especially when I see you looking as worried as you are.
There's nothing wrong. It's, nothing needs to concern you.
Is that right? You sure it doesn't have anything to do with Alex?
Alan, what in the world could it possibly have to do with Alex?
I don't know. I'm asking you. She isn't in her room. Do you know where she is?
Luke, is that you? I thought that... You.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Alex. I'm afraid this is not Luke Spencer.
Have you come to try to intimidate me? To show me how much control you have of the situation?
The situation appears to be momentarily out of my control, but I'll assure you that I'll rectify that matter very soon.
Oh, and I'm sure you will try to rectify it. I mean, it is very well known that the House of Cassadine does not take failure easily.
Failure? I was about to suggest that you're the one that failed, Alex.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
About the ice prince, of course.
Well, this has all been rather pleasant, but I'm afraid I really have much better things to do with my time than stand here and talk to you.
Wait a moment. Didn't it work this time with Luke Spencer? Your charm? Couldn't you entice him to be obedient and loyal?
I'm not one of your puppets, so don't play your little games with me.
Playing games with you, my darling, has not been one of my most profitable endeavors. We were talking about Luke Spencer.
I find that subject rather boring.
Of course you do. Since Luke Spencer apparently has all his affection to Laura Baldwin and not to you.
I want to know why you didn't show up last night. Luke? Hi. I was looking for Luke Spencer. Are you friends of his? Luke and I work together, and I just wanted to know if he was going to give me a ride to work this morning. That's all. I guess I'll just take the bus. Well, I better be going. Bye.
Yes.
Mr. Quartermain, it's Laura Baldwin.
Oh, Laura. For a moment, I thought it might... what is it, Laura?
Look, I'm sorry to bother you so early, but I'm very, very concerned about Luke.
Luke? Is he with you?
No, he's missing.
missing. He promised to come by my apartment last night after the auction, no matter what. And I fell asleep waiting for him. And then I woke up this morning and I went out to his apartment. He's not there.
Well, Laura, he's probably done another one of his disappearing acts. I wouldn't worry about it. He'll show up. You know, he always does.
But there were two very rough-looking guys standing outside in the hallway.
Did you recognize him?
No, I've never seen them before, but they were obviously waiting for him.
I see.
I'm extremely worried about Luke. I think I have a right to know what's going on.
Well, Laura, you know, I can't keep track of him every single minute. As a matter of fact, I'd like to see him myself, if you must know.
Robert Scorpio warned me last night that if Luke ever showed his face in Port Charles again, his life would be in jeopardy. Now, what did he mean, Mr. Quartermain? I want to know.
I'm sure that Scorpio was just being melodramatic.
You're not telling me the truth.
I'm sorry, Laura. I do appreciate your concern, and I will certainly relay your message to Alex. But, well, that's all I can say at the moment.
What is it, Dad? You really look worried.
Alan, will you please stop making such a fuss over nothing? I just didn't sleep very well last night. That's all that's wrong with me.
You're giving answers without giving any information. That was absolute double talk you were giving Laura Baldwin.
Nonsense. I do not have any information or answers to give.
Dad, then why are you in such a panic over Luke Spencer?
Hello? Mother, it's Laura.
Yes, hon, what is it?
Look, I'm sorry to wake you up so early in the morning, but I have to talk to you.
Okay, all right, wait a minute. Okay, what's the matter?
It's Luke. Something has happened to him, and I'm worried. Robert Scorpio warned me about it last night.
All right, now, when Spencer got the Ice Princess, the first thing he did was go to ground, right?
Well, you can say that again. There's not a trace of him.
Right. He knows that Cassadine has got all the exits covered. Land, sea, air, bus, car, probably pack horse for all I
Tell
know.
me something, Sonny. Why wouldn't Luke just hole up someplace and wait it out?
Because he is shrewd. He came from the school of shrewd. We've got to examine all of the possibilities, O'Reilly. All of the possibilities. He's not going to do anything obvious, like go to his girlfriend's place, for instance.
Well, why not? I mean, she would protect him. I mean, that's perfect cover for him.
Yeah, but he's in love with her, stupid. He doesn't want to bring her into all this mess, this danger.
I knew I liked
Sit
that
down.
guy. He's so romantic.
He's also a walking time bomb. Let's not forget that.
I know. Okay, where are the other hiding places?
Well, there's Bobby's
Right.
sister, or his Aunt Ruby.
Yeah, but Sonny, if he's going to protect Laura, he's also going to feel the same way about his family. He'll stay away from them. You know
right.
that.
He's not going to do anything obvious. I'd say he's going to head for the docks.
Yeah.
He knows that extremely well.
Yeah.
He could get lost down there. He could disappear.
Yeah, not if those two gorillas of Cassadine's followed him.
Nah, they'd be too busy watching Alex.
Okay, Sonny, then we backtrack through Alex.
No, I think she's as much in the dark at this point as we are.
Oh.
She had a rendezvous with Luke on the docks the other night.
Yeah, but he didn't show up.
No, I think he ever intended to. I don't think he could.
You think Cassadine got to him first?
That's a 50-50 chance. Let's just say that he's setting up an elaborate scam.
Okay.
Let's say he's decided to double-cross Alex and go into business for himself. Let's say that he knows the real value of the Ice Princess.
You don't mean to tell me that that sweet, adorable, romantic little fella has turned greedy?
You really do need an eye test, don't
Oh,
you?
get off.
Let's get to him before Cassadine. Oh, stand clear.
I told you about those hat pins in there.
Has it been a satisfying experience, Alexandria, taking away the Ice Princess from me?
If you're trying to frighten me, forget it, Tony.
Frighten you? I never thought about our relationship in those terms. You amaze me, you know that? You're always so clever with all your endeavors, and yet this master plan of yours seems to have gone wrong.
Still trying to get answers without asking any questions. I'm afraid I still don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about Luke Spencer, and he has betrayed you. He will sell the Ice Princess to the highest bidder.
And you think you're the highest bidder?
Yes, the House of Cassadine can easily outbid anyone in the whole world, and you know that.
But first you have to find Luke Spencer now, don't you?
It's only a simple matter of logistics. Nothing more. And I'll find him before you do.
Cold, steel hand in the velvet glove. How well I remember, Tony. There was a time when I actually liked that characteristic about you.
Well, I can say the same thing for you. You know, I must admit that I'm kind of pleased to see that my dear Alexandria Quartermain has been brushed aside by Luke Spencer. Apparently he wasn't overwhelmed by your fatal charms. Or didn't you offer yourself like you did to seduce James Duval?
You're being crude and insulting.
Forgive me. I must walk a thin line between a gentleman's decorum and a businessman's determination. What did you offer, Luke? Money?
I don't have to stay here and listen to this.
Search her, Chemo.
Don't you dare touch me.
Very well, Alex. Allow me then. Politely, of course. More than pocket money, it seems.
Have you taken to robbing people off the streets now?
It would appear a sizable reward for a job well done.
It's merely a down payment on a small business deal I was finishing up.
I think not, Alex. I think this money was to pay Luke Spencer for his services. But unfortunately, he decided not to show up and get his money.
You know, Tony, you really have become a bore. So now if you are finished...
Yes, I am. And before you go, let me leave you with some thoughts to consider about Luke Spencer. What if he be hiding somewhere and is waiting to sell out to the highest bidder?
Don't be absurd.
That's not so absurd. What if Luke wants to make Laura Baldwin in princess? He would want to go for the real big money.
And what do you think Luke's idea of real big money is?
More than possibly could fit in this bag of yours. A troublesome thought, wouldn't you say, Alexandria?
Who is it?
The lady you woke up at the crack of dawn this morning.
Come on. Oh, come on. It's all right. It's all right. Now, you calm down. Everything is just fine. I'm so worried about Luke.
Well, I can't say that I really blame you a whole lot. I was a little worried myself last night when he took that sculpture and then disappeared.
He didn't take that for himself, Mother. He did it for Alex Quartermain. But something's happened to him. I know it, and I'm so worried. I'm afraid that he's in trouble, even worse trouble than last summer.
All right, now you're getting all upset and worried before you even know for sure.
Robert Scorpio told me that Luke's life could be in jeopardy because of that statue.
Because of that, that doesn't make a lot of sense, you know.
I don't know. The thing is important to some people. Everybody seems to want it.
Apparently. Maybe I could ask Tony about it. He certainly seemed to want it. He made a big pre-auction bid on it. He's got to know something about it.
Could you? Could you ask him?
Sure, of course. I will. I promise. I will do that.